Today, I am pleased to have with me on the show Mrs. Pearl OGBULU, who is the CEO of the Maison La Pearl Bridal Atelier. Now, let me read a bit of her profile. La Pearl, as she is fondly called by her friends and clients, is one of the big babes in the fashion industry in Nigeria. She's an award-winning fashion stylist, actor, economist, and a superintendent of police. She's also the creative director of a fashion brand named Maison La Pearl. She has styled a lot of, now this is sounding really interesting now. She has styled a lot of celebrities, including Omoni Oboli, Niniola, Osifo, Solid Star, Jaywon, to mention a few. I mean, I'll leave the rest to her. Alright everyone, I'd like you to welcome La Pearl to the show. Welcome.
Thank you.
Alright, so good to see you. I've been itching to meet you
you.
actually. I can see you're all glammed up.
Oh, I have to be.
Okay. Who's La Pearl?
Now, there's so many interesting things about this lady, La Pearl. So, as you all know, you said it already, I am an economist. I do forensic investigations as well. I'm a tailor. So, you guys say tailors are designers, but it's a beautiful way of saying it. I design and make wedding dresses and second dresses as well. I'm a mother. I'm a good cook too, I must say. And I'm a business person.
Okay.
I do like to do business. And yes, I'm the only daughter between my both parents. I have only brothers, so I grew up.
You had that protection all along.
Funny enough, I was their protection. My brothers are really very calm, real. I'm their go-to person and their fighter.
Okay.
You get what I mean? And it's been a beautiful time experiencing fashion, and fashion has been me. Fashion has been everything to me. Fashion has done everything for me. Fashion has really brought out who I really saw myself in the vision I had 20 years ago. The places I saw myself to be, I'm there because of fashion. So fashion is everything. Fashion is beautiful. Fashion is me. Fashion is Pearl.
She's speaking with so much passion, actually. So tell us your startup story. How did it all begin for you? How did you start? Where did you get the idea from?
I'll start from high school.
Okay.
I was really very passionate. Matter of fact, I'll go back to when I was in nursery school. My mom used to say that a couple of times I'll get on a high stiletto shoes, wear them, and I'll begin to model in her sitting room. And she'll be like, this girl, she's going to do great exploits with this select. And then I used to like to wear very nice clothes, but I never liked to make my hair. I never liked to wear earrings. I didn't like anything that bothered me. But I always wear the best colors, the most flashy colors, and all that. And then when I was in high school, I used to be the best dressed. Any day they mistakenly say, everybody come on wearing a home clothes, forget it. I will be killing it. I'll be wearing my Christmas clothes and shoes, and everybody will know, yeah, that's Pearl. Pearl is in school today. And then when I went into the university, I began to do fashion. So then I began to make clothes. Okay. Now I learned how to make clothes myself. Self-taught myself how to.
You taught yourself?
Self-taught myself how to cut clothes.
Wow. And
how to sit it on the machine and put the thread and,
how did you do
make them. I don't know, it just comes.
Wow.
And I wasn't good, but I was good. Wow. So what you term as being good today, I wasn't good 10 years ago, but I was good. So in my school, in my department, in my faculty, people come to me and say, oh Pearl, I want to adjust my blouse, can you help me? And I'll help them. Oh Pearl, I want to sew something for school, could you help me? No, I wasn't the best. My cut wasn't good, but I was the best. If you understand what I mean.
I get what you're saying.
And then after that, I used to sell fashion items and accessories. Then when I got out of the university, what to do? You go to school studying economics, you go to school I did economics, I have a diploma in project management, I have my first degree in economics, and you don't come out doing the same thing because the society will shape you. And then this is where passion comes to play. Now, if you don't have passion for anything creatively, then I don't know what you're doing. You have to have passion for something, either being a creative or having a handiwork or whatever. And this came to play for me. So I started going around telling all my friends, if you want to do your photo shoots, you can call me. I'll come and style for you. I didn't even know what styling was. But then I began to Google and see that, people can actually become stylists. So then I'll go from video director's office to video director's office. I went from Patrick Ellis to Odogu. I kept going to all those guys shooting commercials 10 years ago and beyond. I'll go to their offices, speak to them. I'm a stylist. Look at me, this tiny girl. I was really, really tiny. My first styling job, I was not paid. I was paid, but I was not paid. When I say I was paid with a plate of rice. Yes, it's a story. It's a story. My first professional styling job where I didn't come as an attaché was Harry Song's Taye and Kinde. I can never forget it. It was shot in Anthony bus stop. There's a mini sit-out recreational center. That's where it was shot. And I was paid with a plate of rice. And I bought everything. I just wanted to do it because I just had to. Start from time. But today, I do commercials and I get paid really, 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 really well. So over the years, it has taught me, it has shaped me. I have now become a better person, a better stylist.
Your story is really interesting.
It's a story.
And it's even more interesting that you started at a tender age. You were in primary school also. How did you get your brand name and the concept for your organization?
So, how did I get my brand name? Maison La Pearl. It's French. Most people do not understand. What it means is House of Pearl. Now, it could have been Maison de la Pearl. But because it's too lengthy, because people would not be able to relate, I put it to Maison La Pearl. So when I went to university, I speak French, so I went to school in a French community, and everybody would come to me to make their clothes. Yes, in the university. So when people come to my house, they will say, "Where are you going to?" They're going to Maison La Pearl. They're going to Pearl's house. So it was like that, and I just called it. I said, you know what, it would be really nice. So to tell the French people, to explain to them where they were coming to, they're coming to Pearl's house to make their clothes.
Actually,
yeah. So
that's
I just
your
thought, you know what,
house.
yeah, coming back to Nigeria, why not? Maison La Pearl, and it has stayed. It's been a beautiful experience running Maison La Pearl. It's been the most beautiful experience. I'm very happy. I'm very glad, and I thank God that I bettered the brand, because this brand is going to change lives.
What's your mission and what are the core values of your organization?
Maison La Pearl. Our mission is to create an apparel company that offers superior quality and value to the customer at luxury and affordable prices. Now, my core values is customer satisfaction, attention to details and detailing. Attention to details of the clothing and the detailing of the clothes is everything that I stand for. These are my values. You must get value for your money when you shop with us or when you buy wedding dresses from us.
So that's quite interesting, but I'd like to ask, while you were starting off, did you ever think of yourself in this space years ago?
In this space? No one will ever think of ourselves in this space. All I wanted to do was survive. In this fashion world, in the fashion world in Nigeria, all you want to do is survive. And when I started, all I wanted to do was survive and take care of my family, because everybody didn't understand what I was doing. My father would call me, where are you? Have you gone to submit your CV somewhere where they're going to give you a job? And I'll be like, oh no, daddy, I'll call you back, please. I'm on set. Set, doing what? I say, oh, I'm in a shoot. My father will say, oh, you're doing shooting. Because now, that is his word, you're doing shooting. Because he didn't understand. Igbo men will say, oh, I've sent you to school to a particular level. I want you to come out from that school and help your sibling. I had two younger brothers growing up and older brothers. I had to help them. I had to survive.
Lady.
Yes, and I'm the only girl. And you asked me a question before, oh, I had so much protection. No, I said I was their protection. My brothers are calm and easy-going people. They have very wonderful personalities in their own different ways. Survival was key for me. It wasn't about seeing myself in this space. No, I was doing fashion to survive. But I'm glad I did it at the time when I did, because now it has really paid off. And I'm so glad that I did it when I did it.
Alright, so La Pearl, you said something that really touched me, that ab initio, all you wanted to do was survive. I remember you said something about being paid with a plate of rice. So how did the whole narrative now change from you just wanting to survive to where you are now?
The narrative didn't change on time. Everything everybody does in Lagos, like everybody says, when you come to Lagos, you must survive. Do anything and anything will give you money in Lagos. But then, I started moving out with stars, with celebrities. And I just began to see myself in another light. All of a sudden, I could pick up my phone and call it Sexy Still, Ben. Sexy Still, I'm coming to your house. You gotta do a shoot. I'm like, okay, I'm down. I'll call it Patrick Ellie. I'm just dropping names, but then I realized that I'm in the league already. I can call these people and they take my phone calls and we can actually sit together and talk. Then I began to see a vision. Then I began to see a light at the end of the tunnel. Then I told myself, no, this is my true calling, I have to make an impact. I have to leave my legacy. I have to put my foot in the sands of time. People have to know that really there was a Pearl that existed at some point in time. And then I followed my dreams, followed my passion immensely with a lot of energy.
TrepAfrica. Imagine more. So I'll be drawing from what you said, although you said at a point you started moving with celebrities and all, but I believe there's a price to pay for everything in life. So what's that price that you had to pay for you to get here today?
Resilience, hard work, patience, courage. When I say courage to move out with these people, because it's a cliche, or is it a clique of people and persons in the industry? You have to have courage, you have to have a lot of poise, charisma. You have to have a lot of yourself in you. You have to be able to carry your body. It took a lot of all that.
Alright, so there are a whole lot of fashion designers in this particular line of business that you are that actually stood out. So, but what would you say makes you different, stands you out from the pack?
So, what stands us out in Lagos, Nigeria at this time is that you can get affordable luxury from our stores or our bridal ateliers, meaning you do not have to travel to the UK, to the United States, to an India, to a Pakistan, or wherever it is you're going to get all the luxury from, to a Dubai, to an Istanbul. You can actually get everything from us. So, top-notch designs, top-notch fabrics, the best cotton yarns you can think of, the best bridal satins. That is all that we used to make us. So we do stand out in a luxurious kind of way.
Alright, so La Pearl, in your journey so far being an entrepreneur, what is that thing that you can say hurts you most? Being a business person, what's that thing that hurts you most?
Nothing hurts a business person more than investing your money and not getting returns. But you see, that thing that hurts me the most is when somebody comes to me and says, Pearl, I really like the dresses. Oh, they come for a bridal fitting. They tell you, we can't make any deposit today. We'll get back to you. Say, God, swear to me that you are coming back. you know that kind of stuff. But nothing hurts an entrepreneur like investing money and not getting returns. And that's why we keep pushing every day, every second. That's why we keep pushing, because some people don't understand the concept of luxury. Oh, it's just a one-day thing. When I get married, I'll just wear one simple white dress. I tell her I'll just do something for me. Oh no, how much is this dress? $1,000. No, I had a budget of $300. And then you'd be like, I have to sell. Okay, ma'am, because it's an already made design, maybe something you made as a sample to show up. Buy this for $700. It's actually $1,000. They'll be like, no, nothing else like just investing your money in anything. Entrepreneurs, I appreciate them because it's not easy. You invest your time, your energy, your intellect, your strength, sleepless nights, and somebody comes and then you have all these things and then you don't sell them first.
So away from the hurts now, what has been your biggest achievement, your accomplishment that has made you more intentional about keeping up with your goal?
So my biggest achievement or accomplishment will be having my daughter, actually. And I prayed to God to give me a daughter because I didn't have a sister. I didn't grow up with one. I want to grow up with this girl and have her be like my sister and have conversations and be like best friends, you know. And so my biggest accomplishment is my daughter right now, And my vision for the next couple of years will be to make a wedding dress. 25 years or more, doesn't it?
Alright, so speaking of your daughter now, what is it like managing business and
motherhood,
mom?
And then working, because I have a job. And it's not easy, but mothers really do a lot for their kids. My mom is really keen. She's been helpful. She doesn't even go to her job no more. She stays home, takes care of my daughter with her nanny. So I'm so blessed because then I get a break. I come to work, I come to my business, I go to my job, and I go back home. Sometimes I take my daughter along everywhere, but because all she has to do is sit with her nanny and work. But it's really been a journey, and I'm so grateful to God and my mom. Thank you, Mom.
So let's move on from here. Do you have, or does La Pearl have a form of corporate social responsibility? Do you have a way of giving back to the society?
So growing up, as much as I really wanted to do fashion, one of the things I wanted to do was build an orphanage. I really love children. And I really wanted to build an orphanage. Get children, bring them, I don't mind, I'll take care of them. I mean, I do that. I have plenty of children in my house that are not even my children, and I do take care of. And in the last 8 to 10 years, every of my birthday, I make sure it's a thing for me. Everybody in my house knows. So you don't have to ask me, what are you doing for your birthday? They already know that I must go to an orphanage in the morning. I must, because it's my birthday. Sit with them, sing for them, dance with them, bring lunch, sit down, eat, bring stuff for them, clothes. Sometimes do a mini party, then come back and then go for my celebration. Would I want to have a very known social responsibility like owning an NGO sometime? Yes, maybe in the nearest future, and then people can talk about it.
So you are an entrepreneur and you're an authority in your field. What is the idea of entrepreneurship that the youth have today?
The idea is strength. The idea of entrepreneurship that the youth have today is strength. Guys and the youth of Nigeria, I don't know where you guys get your strength from. And the youth of the whole world, I don't know, is this the Generation Z? This generation, if this is Generation Z, I love you guys. I love the fact that I'm part of this generation. We have strength. Our idea is strength. No matter what we do, we project our energy. And that's why the youth are coming up. We're forming associations. We're exploring different fields and we're excelling in different fields. Sometimes when I cannot carry myself, I just go to certain people's social media pages and I'm looking at them like, wherever this man and this woman gets this strength to move, to thrive in this business, I also tap into that stuff and I wake up and my day is good.
What do you think makes a good entrepreneur really?
Honesty. Most people do not have that. Honesty makes a very good entrepreneur. Patience. Because some clients can really tear you apart. Some clients can tear you out of your skin. Some clients believe that once they're giving you their money, you're their slave at the moment. So, and then it's very bad for tailors and designers because somebody comes in, I want this style, I want this style made, and they pay you, and you have the same style. So, madam, I thought I called you last week and told you not to put the hand. I don't want a long hand anymore. I want a short hand. Girl, did you call me in your dream? Because you didn't give me a call. And I made the dress already. What do you want me to do? So come get your dress. And they'll be like, no, you have to take it. If you don't have patience, sometimes you cuss them out, you walk them out, you throw the patience. Patience is key. I don't know about any other person, but patience has really opened a lot of doors. Patience opens doors.
Let me ask you now. So if you needed to go back and start all over again, if you needed to subtract or add something, then what would it be?
If I needed to go back in time, would I do fashion over and over again? Of course I would do fashion over and over and over again. I love fashion. Fashion is me, fashion is Pearl. Exactly. I said that already. But would I actually go back in time and do something. Maybe my dad wanted me to do petrochemical engineering, and that's what I first went to school to do until I changed schools around me. I didn't want to do because he wanted me to work in an oil company. My dad foresaw the future, but I didn't. I'm stuck making dresses. So I would have, if I go back in time, Daddy, I would really go and do petrochemical engineering. I'll be working in Shell, Chevron, and I'll be making money in dollars because I will come back as an expatriate. But then here I am. So if I went back in time, I would probably be working in an oil company.
So away from business, tell us fun facts about you.
Fun facts about me, away from business, is business. Business is business. There's always business in anything you do. Everywhere I go to. And I love traveling. I'm a part-time tourist. I go to places I don't even want to talk about. I don't even want to post about it on my social media pages. But I love to explore places. I love to explore food. I really do. When I say food, and I cost, because you have no idea how I love to explore food.
Okay, but what inspires your creativity, really?
People, everybody, nature, the sea, the land, the air, people, colors, inspires everything. It inspires my creativity. So I just see people, I just see a color. I'm looking at the color now and I'm like, okay, what if I put yellow and brown? What will it do? So I mix the colors, see what it gives, and then everything inspires me, darling. Everything does inspire me.
So you've heard about TrepAfrica for quite a while now.
TrepAfrica, yes.
What would you say about the brand?
It's an interesting brand. I like when the youth, like I said, I don't know where the youth of Nigeria and where we get our strength from. And people are just innovative. This is a very innovative conception. And I am glad that beyond here, you guys are thriving, you guys are successful on your platforms. I'm so glad. It's not easy, but it's what it is. We just have to do what you have to do. But Nigerians are very innovative, and I am glad that I'm Nigerian. So TrepAfrica, yay!
Thank you. If you had one advice for a startup or an upcoming entrepreneur, stylist, what would that advice be?
Never, ever, ever sell yourself cheap. Never. If you know that your brand is worth 50 naira, please stick to your 50 naira. If you want $1, stick to your $1. Do not change for anybody. Do not let anybody deceive you and say, they can call you and we can get it cheaper from you. Oh, you is coming to style and the person is going to even style for free. My darling, take your creativity home and sleep with it. It will build at some point. Because if you keep giving it for free, they will never understand the value. When I started fashion styling, it was just me, one other guy that was somewhere, one other lady, and we're not more than 3. People never knew about who's a stylist. We started this thing, we come up and some people are just louder than me, right? And then up to now, people don't even understand what the concept of having a fashion stylist, and they're like, oh, I can go buy my own clothes. So do not allow anybody call you cheap. If somebody says I can get it for cheaper, let him go get it for cheaper. You're going to see that your creativity will sum up to something someday, and you can use it for better things and better people. My advice is to be patient. I like using the word patience to everybody. Persevere, because it's not easy. And this race of being an entrepreneur in Nigeria is not easy. The sun will disgrace you, the rain will disgrace you, people will shame you. Men and women will shame you, but you just have to keep pushing. The fact that you don't give up is key, and that's what has brought me this far. I never gave up. I kept pushing, I kept striving, I kept pushing and pushing and pushing, and I'm here today. This is not my end point, but this is also my starting point, if you understand what I mean.
And this is where we draw the curtains today on the show. I learned a whole lot. And I'm sure you also did. We've been talking to the CEO of the Maison La Pearl Atelier. She said a whole lot, talked about resilience, hard work. You just have to give it that extra push. Don't give up, everyone. Don't forget to connect with us on our social media platform at TrepAfrica on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, or visit TrepAfrica.com. Thank you so much for watching. Keep prepping and imagine more. Bye for now. TrepAfrica. Imagine more.